and welcome to another week with Mirree's Dreamtime messages. Last week we got the two cards that had the, let me have a look now. Crimson Rosella, I am receiving, and Brolga, I am deserving. So did you allow yourself to have to receive more in your life last week, and also allow yourself to recognize how deserving you are of those things? They may have seemed to be quite simple animals, but they can be very complex in the messages that they are trying to relay to us, because they're so important to allowing the doors to open to new energy, especially energy that is to do with nature, and less to do with people that may not be so encouraging, or that may be a little bit negative in our lives. So Brolga is also about recognizing the things that are not serving us, to do with the thoughts that we may be thinking about ourselves. We may be thinking that other people deserve things more than you. Even with the Crimson Rosella about the receiving, you know, it's having that balance also between the give and take. So I hope you got some really good benefits from these two animals, because they're such beautiful animals. And so you would have noticed that there's a Crimson Rosella on my homepage, and hopefully I will have the Brolga there too very soon, especially if you want to work with either of those two animals a bit more. So I hope you set your intentions for Saturday. It was a very powerful new moon to set your intentions, also to release anything that is no longer serving you, so that you can leave that behind. So the week is going to be starting the 27th and running through till the 2nd of February, which is a brand new month. Here is the Dreamtime card deck with the white cockatoos on the front. And when you open up your cards, you will get your 85-page booklet and all your 33 glossy cards with the famous cockatoos on the back and all the Australian animals on the front. Each week we do a 2-card reading or guidance, you know, whatever you like to call it. It has different meanings. I'm just wanting to bring some inspiration into your week so that you can have more focus on your goals and the things that you're wanting to bring forward that's in connection to nature, the land, culture, the animals and family, and you know, basically the deepest part of your heart and soul. The first card that we got this week is with Crocodile and Dragonfly, I am determined, giving us the message that when I focus on mastering a change, I allow my soul to evolve to the next level. This enables greater development and personal power within my life. So 2020 is all about change and allowing that old to leave so that the new can make way for our dreams more to come to the surface. So with Crocodile, with Dragonfly, I am determined. It is telling us, so just go ahead to your guidebook, and it lets you know that you're realizing the potential of your soul. So because you've been able to let go of so much, especially to do with the past, and more you're recognizing the things that are holding you back. So through a dedication to change, your power is increasing, and so is your self-confidence. Self-confidence is a huge thing, especially when we're wanting to step out into something new and to progress ourselves. So, and that really goes back to the Brolga as well. So change doesn't come easy, and it's not always doesn't always, it can be very uncomfortable, but I think it's important to be determined about making the changes that you want and seeing them through. Work on something that you feel passionate about to enable you to propel yourself into the future, that it begins to make a change to form a new habit. Get going and make sure to be consistent. Listen and watch for the answers and changes to come. It takes exactly 30 days to form a new habit to create lasting change. You may be feeling misunderstood or rejected, or you may be feeling a blocked flow of energy. Crocodile with Dragonfly helps us to bring in new opportunities. It's about a powerful energy and mastering that energy to make the change that you want, and that they're allowing yourself to recognize this potential in you. Let's see the next card that's going to pop up for this week, so that we can begin to continue to make these changes, smashing through the past, and so we can, making way for the future by letting go of all the things that aren't serving us. That's what it's all about. The next card we got is with the Golden Camel. Now, if you would have got my Dreamtime colouring in book set or also these cards, I've put the horse and the camel in here because I've also focused on the history to do with Aboriginal culture. So that's why these two animals are in here. And because Australia is such a multicultural country, that is the other reason. So I wanted to make sure I included everybody. So the camel tells us the message that I am trusting, and when I give myself the strength to keep going with my goals, I trust that I will reach my end result regardless of any challenges. You may be met with a lot of challenges, but don't let that deter you from what you're doing and what you're trying to achieve. So the camel is number 11, and when I did this painting, actually I was in India, believe it or not. So the horse and the camel were both completed in India. So that's a fact. Now let's see about this one. So the camel gives us the message that you are having some doubts. You may be having some doubts about yourself right now and your path due to unforeseen challenges. Don't let this get you down. Use your strengths to get through this time, and you will. The purpose of the camel is to show you the great inner strength that you have inside. You must believe in yourself. This is the action step. So believe in yourself during any times of challenge that are coming your way. Now is not the time to give up. Continue on your quest to fulfill your dreams. Every little bit of action goes a very long way right now. Take slow and steady steps towards your dreams and you will surely get there. So one thing that will be helpful during this time is to turn any challenge you're having right now into an opportunity. If you're met with any kind of challenge, try to get into the habit to say, how can I change this situation around? Or how can I use this situation for a more positive outcome, and continue to move forward. So if one door didn't open, then keep going. Don't stop. Just keep using the momentum. And if you're feeling down about it, say, okay, this one did not work. Big deal. Let's just keep going, because I know that there's one here that is going to work. So try to keep positive as well. So the camel gives us strength, foresight, and challenge. So if you're facing a challenge, don't see it as a negative thing. See it as something you can push through, and keep pushing through. Challenges are good for us, believe it or not. So you may be fearing change, you may be confronted, and you may be feeling a disbelief in self. So that's what the message of the camel, golden camel, is telling us about. So the two cards that we got this week is with trying to juggle the laptop. So the two cards that we got this week is with Crocodile and Dragonfly, I am determined, and Golden Camel, I am trusting. So I hope you have a fantastic week with this week, and remember, any challenges you face, remember about these two animals, and read up about the messages that they're telling you, and so you don't get yourself down this week, because a challenge is there for you to overcome. So I hope you have a great week with these two. Bye for now, and I'll see you again next week.